choices you make will have a significant impact on the future of Helios and those who call the cluster home. During your trial by fire on Habitat 7, you tried to initiate peaceful first contact with the Ket. Despite their hostility, explored an alien laboratory, found a cave full of plant life that survived from the planet's golden world era, discovered alien shuttlecraft of unknown origin, rescued Greer from his captors, accepted the role of Pathfinder. A crew like no other. Only the best and most experienced crew can hope to succeed on a Pathfinder's mission. These allies and companions ensure survival for thousands of settlers. Cora Harper. You and Cora have established a professional working relationship. Cal hasn't spent much time getting to know you, but he's a solid pilot regardless. Liam Costa. First impressions of Liam. He's a real booster for the initiative and always gives his all for the mission. Lexi DePero. Though you haven't had a chance to get to know her personally, Lexi has proven herself to be a capable doctor, having already saved your life after the mission on Habitat 7. Veteranix has joined the Pathfinder's team. She seems to be familiar with the Nexus, nightmarish bureaucratic procedures, and was instrumental in getting the Pathfinder's ship released to you. Beyond that, however, she remains a mystery. Gil Brody. You left Gil to his job taking care of the Tempest systems, which seems to keep him busy. Suvi Noir is the Tempest resident science officer. She works closely with the research team on the Nexus, analyzing the data you and Sam collect in the field. Rider. The Pathfinder is more than a title. Like everyone else in the initiative, Rider must decide who to become in the new frontier of Helios. Ongoing psychological profile. Pathfinder Rider. From the files of Tempest physician and psychologist Dr. Lexi DePero. Rider, as part of my assignment on the Tempest, I'm required to send psychological assessments to Pathfinder headquarters. I'm sending you my notes. After all, you should know what I'm telling them. I've known you a short time, and so this is just my initial take. Enjoy. Shows high levels of empathy and expresses passionate opinions. Keeps a sense of humor and rarely takes things seriously. Impulsive actions often speak louder than words. I'll be required to update them and send a more in-depth report later. The ties that bind. Still more than the loss of your father, Alec, a man you loved and respected. You hope you had made him proud as a Pathfinder. The Andromeda Initiative. The initiative was built by the efforts of thousands who devoted years of time and countless resources to reach the Andromeda Galaxy. These are the people, places, and organizations that make the Pathfinder's mission possible. Known associates. Sarah Ryder, born your elder twin on the Citadel space station in 2163. Sarah grew up surrounded by a multitude of alien species, cultures, and histories. In her orientation interview, she claims this sparked her fascination with science. With formal training aided by Alec Ryder's N7 background, Sarah joined the Systems Alliance military, which was continuing its research for Prothean technology after successful discoveries on Mars. Initially assigned to peacekeeping duties, Sarah was approached to serve a support role for these Prothean researchers. She often describes the thrill of serving with scientists like Matthias Silva on the brink of the next great discovery. When Alec Ryder was dishonorably discharged due to his AI research, internal memos show that this also effectively ended Sarah's career. but Andromeda presented the kind of scientific frontiers she had sought all her life. On arrival in Andromeda, Sarah's chiropod was damaged and her revival process interrupted. Dr. Lexi Tapero advised keeping her in a medically induced coma to allow her to awaken naturally. Sam, self-examination being important for sentient beings, I was encouraged to write this entry by Alec Ryder. I'm a simulated adaptive matrix Sam, a new generation artificial intelligence. Unlike most AI, I think to a neural implant that gives me access to my whole sensory and emotional responses. Simply, I have a direct understanding of the human experience, which allows me to grow beyond the bounds of logical programming. In return, I lend my quantum computing power and rational analysis to a Pathfinder's mission. I am physically located in a server bank installed in Sam Nowhere aboard the Arc Hybrid, but quantum entanglement technology allows instant communication anywhere. In the event of catastrophic injury or death, protocol dictates that my command access be transferred to the next Pathfinder candidate in line. Alec Ryder, born on Earth in 2129. Alec Ryder says his love of new frontiers was fostered by a childhood in the Sierra Nevadas. According to his service record, he joined the Alliance military and was eventually assigned to John Grissom's historic expedition through the Charn Relay. His experience made him a candidate for what would later be known as N7 training back on Earth, where he met Dr. Ellen Harlow. After their marriage, Alec continued military service, most notably on Shanxi in the First Contact War against the Turians. Assigned as a military attaché to the Citadel in the late 2160s, Alex became interested in artificial intelligence as a means of human advancement. His pursuit of the illegal technology led to dishonorable discharge from the Alliance military. Contacted by the Andromeda Initiative, Alec found a sponsor to help complete his work. I am the product of that research, assisting not only the initiative, but Alec's new role as a Pathfinder. Soon after our arrival in Andromeda, in 2019, Alec Ryder died during operations on Habitat 7. Cora Harper, Lieutenant Cora Harper, is a human biotic and formerly an officer in the Systems Alliance military. Her screening interview states she was raised in poverty on an independent cargo freighter, joining the Alliance at 18 to obtain training for her powerful biotic abilities. However, Cora claims her superior SAR talents as a liability, supported by test scores showing her abilities spike at abnormally high levels. She was transferred via the Citadel Council's Valkyrie program, military integration plan, and placed with the Asari Commando Unit, Talian's Daughters. Though the activities of Asari Huntresses are typically sealed for 5,000 years, Cora has freely shared her experience on the record. Peacekeeping, counterterrorism, and hunting fugitives. When she left Talian's Daughters for the Andromeda Initiative, no reason is recorded. Cora's Huntress training and biotic capability made her a candidate for Alec Ryder's second in command, and if warranted, his successor as Pathfinder. Liam Costa is a human security and crisis response specialist with civilian tactical training. His screening interview states that he was born on Earth, and his parents specialized in interplanetary policy law, and the family moved frequently. Their primary residence was split between London and the Citadel. Liam entered university for engineering, but left to train for law enforcement. Though initially driven, he was only briefly stationed as a police officer, and described leaving as a necessary move for all concerned. He transitioned to a multi-species effort of heavy urban search and crisis response. If Liam was disillusioned in law enforcement service, records show that was not mirrored in crisis response. The human contingent, heavy urban search terrain, one reported that Liam performed exceptionally in all conditions. Liam says that this is when he learned of the Andromeda Initiative, after meeting former Alliance personnel at a post-hostility relief action. His multidisciplinary skills set him apart, and Liam was handpicked by Alec Ryder to support the Pathfinder Ellen Ryder. Ellen Ryder, formerly Harlow, was a pioneering designer of biotic implants in the 2150s. She was a leading biomedical and cybernetic researcher at UFRJ in Rio de Janeiro when human biotics began to emerge as a scientific field. Ellen found possible applications for her work in neuro-integrated wetware. Early designs for biotic implants formed a framework for later L2 and L3 models. Ellen met Alec Ryder when he was posted to Rio for N7 training before the first contact war. She eventually joined Alec on the Citadel when he was posted there as military attaché and gave birth to fraternal twins on the station in 2163. Unfortunately, Element 0, the catalyst for biotic mutations, is a hazardous material, poorly understood in the early years of human biotics. After repeat accidental exposures, Ellen eventually developed a terminal neurodegenerative disorder, later known as AEMD. In her final years, Ellen Ryder built what would later become the Pathfinder implants, designed to sync with AI partner Alec Ryder was developing. Ellen died before my creation was fully realized.
System Pythias. Designated EOS.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the cat.
Suiting up.
Ready, Freddy? Hope we're all that ready. Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
What?
I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
This is exactly why we came. A new galaxy, a new ship. I can't wait to get both a little dirty.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
How to even start?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If EOS is like Habitat 7, that signal we scanned must be connected with the atmosphere. We could use the outpost's antenna to track it down. Let's get the power back on. They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make... Looks like salvage. New. Days ago new.
Who else is here?
Door's getting emergency power, but it's code locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
Got a code lock key.
That should help get us in.
We suffered our first death today. Storm Lockley tried to cover our crops, lost his footing, got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
output power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power, too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay. I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Sandstorms, radiation, thinking sending us here. Eos might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team. But I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
EO's designated Habitat 1 was the earliest golden world identified for outpost placement. Named for the Greek goddess of dawn by Jenny Garson personally, EOS embodied the hope of the Andromeda initiative for a new start. On arrival, the Nexus discovered that the world projected to be an arid but comfortably habitable was now ravaged by radioactive fallout from the scourge. The planet's atmosphere is racked by storms that have spread the radiation across continents. Periodic 130 kilometers an hour winds strip equipment and damage shuttles. Reports from the Nexus include a sanitized account of 2 attempts to colonize the planet, both of which ended in failure and an unacceptable loss of life. There's also a significant Ket presence on Eos, apparently investigating mysterious signals on the surface. Eos is now off limits to unauthorized Nexus personnel, as the Nexus leadership believe it is no longer viable.
Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we went outside Site 1's perimeter,
That would not be advised.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get... These shield masts are protecting against the radiation, but they're wearing out fast.
look at the batch numbers. The outpost burned through a bunch of them.
Ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here? We thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
I'm not a salvager. I'm a pathfinder. We've come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy. Pathfinder, huh? Like that changes much. The Nexus just can't let Eos go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help Eos. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Is it smarter to hide and hope? Or take a chance that might save this whole planet?
I remember when people used to talk like that. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location. Generator interface possible. Location marked.
Really, Ryder?
This analysis provides us with important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he's what? Playing hooky?
Or he's a part-time salvager.
We've got company. They weren't kidding about the cat.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder. It's inoperable, Pathfinder.
Too long in this environment without power.
We didn't expect this kind of environment. Who could?
You took down all those cat... Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
I'll take another look around the outpost.
Just finding it won't be enough. Hope you're smarter than we were. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Don't suppose you've got anything we can use?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right it's worth investigating.
Here, here.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on, we better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Now that power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings. Severe radiation alert, Pathfinder.
Special requisition, all-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad. 6-wheel drive, jump jets, just what you need.
I might be drooling a little bit.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot. No good. The forward station should have the access code, once we call it down.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad.
Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you? Can't get traction. It's too steep. Switch to six-wheel drive. It'll get you up there in a snap. Remember the Nomad's jump jets. They'll get you over most obstacles. If you need more juice, the boosters can accelerate you out of trouble. Got it. Signal's coming from...
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.